Hi everyone, I'm Ella, and I hope you're all having a wonderful January so far. And I'd just like to share my current notebooks and or planners with you all, and maybe give a little bit of setup tour, how my system is going for me, and maybe it can help you in some way. I guess this is what they would call techo kaigi, where I'm here sitting down with my notebooks and kind of talking through them. But I hope this would be insightful for you all. And without further ado, I'll start with this one. This one is the regular hobonichi weeks, of course, for 2025, and the color is Stardust. I currently don't have a cover for it. I didn't feel like getting a separate cover. I just wanted to feel the texture of it, and it's a beautiful color. I feel like if I put a cover on it, you know, the PVC cover, the reflection of the plastic cover would shift the color a bit. And yeah, and besides, I don't really bring this on a day-to-day basis because I don't use this as a planner. I use it more as a journal. It's for my faith. It's currently my faith journal, and I was actually tentative on purchasing this. I haven't had a week since 2022, and at that time I used it as a regular planner. But this time around, I felt like I needed a notebook specifically for my faith. I'm Christian, and I'm studying the Bible, listening to all these podcasts and watching sermons online, reading books on faith and theology and all that. And I just wanted a place that I can refer to, or like a notebook that I could refer to on a daily basis. And I figured the week's setup would work for that. I of course thought of some options. I was looking at the Kinbor weekly planner that was kind of a dupe for the weeks, but unfortunately it was sold out, and of course that was a lot cheaper than this one. I was also looking at the Muji planner, but again it was sold out, and this was kind of a last minute purchase. I bought this second week of January, and as I was saying, I was looking at the Muji planner and it was sold out. Also, another thing I was looking for are the note pages in the back. If you don't know, after the weekly view like this and all the other planner related things, there are note pages in the back here. The very minimal decoration. You know, all those glow in the dark stickers that you stick in your ceiling at night and they glow in the dark? Yeah, that's one of that. And a well done sticker, because it reminds me of that passage about the parable of talents, where the master said to the servant, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Yeah, the parable of the talents reminds me of that. And minimal decoration. I really planned on not decorating this that much, because it's not really a place for, at least in my viewpoint of decoration. I want this to serve its purpose. I don't want any frills or anything inherently too aesthetically leaning, if I'm making sense. I just want it to be bare bones. In a sense, as I was even praying about this, I want this to be a record of my relationship with God, and not that it can't be decorative. I just don't feel right. I feel convicted if I decorate this just for my own pleasure, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, but anyway, this area, I don't really know what to do with this, and I never really had an idea even when I was using it as a planner, so I guess for now I'm just leaving this as is. And for the monthlies, I initially thought of the monthly calendar, I initially thought of using this as like an evidence record, I guess, or like a written record of God's goodness in my life for a specific day. But then I came across the concept of a prayer calendar, where you would write down people's names for each day of the month, maybe around 2 to 3 names, and you'd pray for them every day. And I plan on implementing that, and I have yet to work on a list of names of people that I intend to pray for. So there's that. But what I really wanted about this particular planner in relation to how I'm using it is the weekly layout, and of course the notes pages. Anyway, this is what my weekly layout is looking like so far. So this was my pencil sketch of how I wanted to use it. Over here I plan on writing a chapter or a verse that stood out for me in my Bible reading that day, or what I read that day. And here on the right, either a teaching, a quote from a devotion I read, or the verse that really stood out to me that day. It doesn't really have to be anything specific, anything that I feel like resonates with me in my quiet time that day, I'll write down here. So this is how it looks like. And here on the right, currently I have the top half as prayer points for that whole week, and down on the bottom half I wrote down what God is teaching me during prayer, during my reading. And yeah, that's how it's been so far. It's very simple, I guess, and that's how I intended it to be. Moving on to the notes pages. In the start of the notes pages, there's an index here. There's an index page for writing down the contents of the notes pages, but instead I tore off pages from my old hobonichi weeks and pasted them over the page here. It's quite faint, but you'll see it there, and the index. So I have a longer, I have 2 pages for the index. And right here I just have a bookmark of what I'm currently reading. I have it tabbed off, but on the 1st to the 23rd page I wrote down the lyrics of hymns that I really love, because of course hymns are not the easiest songs to memorize unless you repeat them over and over again, and I didn't want to have to search the lyrics every time I wanted to sing a certain hymn or hymns that I love. So of course I have the option of printing them, but I felt like writing the lyrics down holds much more sentiment and value, and I don't know, it just feels more personal to me. So there's that. I only have like 5 hymns here so far, but these are my favorite hymns. I just I gave 1/3 of the notes section, 1/3 of the pages to the notes section dedicated to hymns. And here, anything that I have it tabbed off here. Anything that I'm learning from the Bible that regarding, it could be related to scripture, it could be scripture itself. Here, for instance, I have notes on the intertestamental period, the 400 years in between the Old and the New Testament, something like that. Anything, it's like a commonplace notebook, or a place for commonplace notes regarding scripture, regarding teaching, theology, all of that. Here in the back, in the top, in my 100 section, I separated it into 4 sections. Here in the first column, of course, it says podcasts. So podcasts I've been listening to regarding my faith. But if I'm being honest, they're only kind of like the podcasts I really stick around to listening to. Online sermons, mostly they're on YouTube. Bible study resources like books, or also again YouTube videos and commentaries. And here I plan on writing down, etc. like anything else I want to list down, but I leave that for filling out later. I think that's it so far. A fairly simple way of using the weeks, I guess. And yeah, currently I've been really happy about this, and I hope to fill it out and finish it for the whole entire year. And maybe for next year, if I really like the system, I'll probably just get the Kinbor, because honestly this is quite expensive. Yeah, that is my hobonichi weeks. For my main planner, this is the kokuyo jibun techo. I already filmed an unboxing video of this. I got the first kit. I haven't done an update on how we've been using this, so I guess this will serve as a brief update. But if if any one of you would like an in-depth view of my system, I'd be happy to make another video for you. Anyway, yes, this is the kokuyo jibun techo. I got the first kit in the B6 slim size, and I just found out that it's about the same height as a Weeks, which is kind of cute. They do look kind of cute together, don't they? Okay, yes, this is that. Starting from the outside, from the exterior. These are this is a Snoopy sticker I got as a freebie with my Weeks, with my order of the Weeks. These are from TikTok shop. This one is from Shopee or AliExpress, as the North Americans call it. This is a vintage Barbie sticker that I had for a long time now, and it's just scarred, and I just used this year. Alphabet stickers I had lying around, my pencil board, and an album inclusion from a K-pop group that I love, Girls' Generation. Anyway, I currently have 3 booklets in here. This system, the first kit, came with a life book, an idea book, and the planner itself, but I currently have the idea book, the planner, and my own DIY B6 Slim notebook in here in the back. To just give a brief summary of what each booklet is for, this idea booklet, I put it here in front. It's just for brainstorming, for anything that I might possibly take action in. It also includes random notes to self here in the back. Anything that I just want to jot down. It's like my capture method, this booklet. And here, moving on to the main planner here. These are just random sticky notes, one classic, and one see-through. Oh, okay, I skipped over. Here, nothing much to talk about really. Just a sticker that I had for a while now. And here, if you would see, this is a guide over here on how to use the jibun techo. So I just pasted my own personal guide for myself regarding what I want to do for this year. So I want to steward this year well. It's also another biblical concept related to the parable of talents, I guess. And it says here 2025 is stewardship. I got this from Redeeming Productivity, a channel that I also referred to in planning for 2025. So there's that. These are guides on how I can steward my life in relation to each goal that I have, which is, I can't believe I skipped it over, but I printed my goals here and pasted it in front of my idea booklet, so just so I could see it each time I open my planner. And I used Tomoe River paper here. I printed all this on Tomoe River paper. I stuck a few more printables here in my planner, and I just want to give a preface that they're all printed on Tomoe River paper, the excess Tomoe River paper that I had from my Hobonichi Day Free. Calendar, nothing much. And here is kind of like my health tracker. So I track my monthly period, any colds, fever, muscle or body pain, digestive issues. I use a color coding system here. And these are all the miscellaneous pages, most of which I will be using as intended. And here the weekly plan, I just stuck in my ideal weekend schedule. All the miscellaneous pages over here. Yes, so far my movies has been really filled out. And the charts. I currently use this as a habit tracker. This is also in relation to my goals. Nothing really groundbreaking here. So there's that. And for the monthly calendar, I've been using it was well, how anyone would use a calendar, writing down due dates, any events, maybe monthly tasks here. But recently, I've been using it as a workout tracker because I don't really have a lot going on right now. I just write the workout I did for that day, and if I have any due dates, I write them down in red ink. I only currently use the hobonichi pen, the Jetstream multi-pen, and a friction point knock in 0.4. This is the blue-black body, but I currently have a black refill inside. So yeah, and in case you're wondering why don't I just use the black ink here, I did try. So let's head on to the weeklies. This is my first week in here. Wow, a lot going on, but it only looks like a lot, I guess, because I used to write down notes on everything. But over time, I didn't. I stopped doing that, and I guess for me, the reason why I don't use the black ink here anymore is because it was just too small. I guess I didn't like how thin the point was, if you get what I mean. Somehow, friction pens look really, really good, in my opinion, on thin paper, on this thin paper. It's called thin paper, by the way, the paper in the kokuyo, in the jibun techos. And I like how it looks better than the Jetstream pen. And currently, I use anything red as anything related to finances or expenses, and blue for tracking my sleep or other notes if I deem it necessary. And here in the back, oh okay, wait, hold on. And here in the back, I currently just have my quarterly goals laid out, again printed on Tomoe River paper. I pasted it over the maps. And a monthly breakdown with weekly goals for my goals. So at least I have that to refer to. I mean, I'm not perfect at following goals, but at least I have reference and I can track my progress on a weekly basis. And here in the back, this DIY notebook serves as kind of like my bullet journal. I had, in place of this, I used to use the Muji B6 Slim Plain Notebook, and this was long before I had this, long before I got this planner, and I've just been using it for random notes, a sketchbook or anything like that. And during in December, I used it as kind of like a bullet journal where I journaled about I had 4 prompts that I was filling out every morning and every night regarding the stuff I need to do for that day. And I felt like it was necessary for me to write down my tasks somewhere else first before writing them down in my main planner, aka the weekly here. So yeah, of course I haven't been consistent. I've been more consistent for the evening prompts. And what I noticed is I like writing down my to-do list the night before. So that's how I've been doing, actually. It looks like this somehow. This is the to-do list I wrote the night before. This is my morning journaling and my evening journaling. So it usually, or ideally, it would, one day would take up 2 pages, a whole spread. And that's the reason why I didn't use this idea notebook for this purpose, because I didn't want to take up 2 pages for this. Well, granted, the grid spaces here are a lot smaller, but still, I didn't want to have this to run out easily, if you get what I mean. So I just used a notebook I had lying around, and I cut it to size. And here is a piece of cardboard that came with the first kit, and I just pasted on my ideal daily schedule. So how it works in relation to all these I guess it's just a place for me to be more reflective and be more purposeful of everything that I'm writing down here and here. And it honestly just clears my head, you know, this whole system. So yeah, there's my planner. I hope that was kind of insightful. But if you're all wondering where my life notebook or booklet is, the life booklet here, it's included here in my actual journal. Now this is just for feelings. This journal is mainly just for maybe day-to-day things, memory keeping, thoughts that if I don't write somewhere, I'll implode, anything of that sort. Yes, there's that. And this is, well, I can't say it's unbranded because it is kind of branded, but I just got it from Shopee, AliExpress, whatever you call it. And surprisingly, the paper here is actually really good. And this is ruled, which I find to be a comforting layout in relation to writing down feelings. I don't know, it kind of brings me back to my childhood where I would just write on ruled notebooks, and I specifically kind of sought out a ruled notebook for this kind of journaling. I don't know, grid and dotted pages just don't feel like writing to me. Yeah, and of course this is cheap. I don't really, if I ran out of pages, which look, I've already come that far and it's only January. If I ran out of pages, I can just buy a new one, and it doesn't cost much. So in here, I have a Pocahontas concept art postcard, another vintage Barbie sticker, and 2025 page. What I plan on using this journal for, because sometimes I need those ideas. And this is a calendar that I made, or like I found a template online and I edited it, printed it, and pasted here because I just wanted to test out a calendar view in my journal. And here is a list of prompts from an influencer named Melissa. She has a prompt list every month, and this is a me right now page that I never got to filling out. And from here on out, I think I'll be blurring some stuff just for privacy's sake. Here you go, ephemera, mostly just writing, sometimes drawing or sketching. And yeah, this is it. Nothing much to take note of here, but I just really need this kind of notebook, this kind of space to just be the 7-year-old that started journaling just because she saw it on Barbie Diaries. This is that kind of journal to me. And yeah, there's that. I currently use a gel pen given to me by my cousin for this notebook. Nothing really grand or special. It's just my safe space. And oh right, I was talking about the life journal. So it's here in the back. This is where I included, this is where I stuck it in. This is just for taking down, writing down birthdays of my family members, anniversaries, and something, I don't know. I'm not really sure on how to use all of this yet. I do plan on printing photos for my family tree and maybe writing down stuff here in the news page. Yeah, and maybe I should fill this out, the wish list. And yeah, there's that. Nothing much here, just this random ephemera and extra paper. And there's that. Yay! Okay, to give a brief summary. My weeks is for my faith, a common placing for anything related to what I'm studying, the Bible, my prayers, and all that. This my kokuyo, jibun, techo is for day-to-day planning and taking note of events, making sure I attend my commitments, if any, and tracking progress of my goals. And this is just for me, writing down my feelings, my memories, life experiences, thoughts, And yeah, I feel like this system has been serving me pretty well. Again, if you'd like a deeper dive into my system here in this planner, feel free to just let me know. I know that there's like there isn't much content on the kokuyo jibun techo here on YouTube, so I'd love to be of service regarding that. Yeah, anyway, that's it for now, and I wish you all a wonderful February ahead. See you all next time. Bye.